Midway games. Just Midway games.
Nintendo 64.
Power up. Speed.
I don't know what I want to play. I'm just in the mood to relax and just chill. Hey everyone, Eric here. One of my biggest obsession is N64 games. The main reason why is that, let's be honest, sometimes you want to just kind of veg out, have something chilled, and enjoy a classic. But with so many classics on the N64, what do you actually pick? And one of those answers is Tetrisphere. No, it's a Cruisn USA. And honestly, there's a lot about this game I actually love.
It is a full motion, 3,800 mile, 14 race, 11 state, coast to coast virtual experience.
That Christmas of 1998 was one of my best memories. With my copy of Ocarina of Time and Turok, I knew I was in for a fun time. But one thing I knew was missing was some high-speed racing action. I pretty much slaved on my money by not eating in school, and I don't support this money, but it fucking worked. And I bought the cheapest game I could have found that looked awesome. Choice between Top Gear, choice between NASCAR, and, well, you know which one won.
The first of its kind, 3-axis, full-motion cabinet duplicates every moving detail of your cross-country excursion.
So the thing is about Cruisn USA is that honestly, that thing was one of my favorite arcade-style racing games. And I'll be honest, you know, when you first play it, the thing is a direct port from the arcade. I mean, that's what they always advertised. They always said this thing's run on Ultra 64 hardware. And I mean, they were right. Now it's time for a wiki fact. Although Cruisn USA was advertised as running on an Ultra 64 hardware, based on the Nintendo 64 hardware of course, it was actually implemented on Midway's custom V unit. The hardware consisted of a custom CPU clocked at 50 MHz, another processor customized for 10 MHz for sounding custom 3D rendering, and it could do passive corrected but unfiltered quads at high resolutions at 512 by 400 pixels. Really? You know what? I don't care, okay? To me, the graphics still look tight as like most arcade-style racing games of its time, this game has you cruising around a variety of areas. This one does across USA, and to me it does a great job of it. You have multiple tracks, multiple sets, multiple variety of vehicles, as far as a school bus, to a cop car, to a Jeep, to a freaking Viper, well, I mean, copyright pending vehicle. And it's this variety of vehicles and track styles that really sells the game. To be honest, a lot of games, a lot of racing games, especially on N64, if you have the most elaborate design, most biggest, baddest cars there are, that place you into games. But if your tracks are boring, or if your stuff is repetitive, it's not going to catch my attention. More tracks, more variety, more style off of that, it makes me feel more invested in playing each level to see it to the next. It might also be just the ADD, just wanna make that clear. But this game has so much to keep me invested. I've always been sold on locations and track build up to throughout the 14 locations. I mean 14 locations. To me, that's unheard of as a kid. You have Appalachia, Arizona, Beverly Hills, Chicago, Death Valley, Golden Gate Park, Grand Canyon. One moment. Indiana, Iowa, LA Freeway, Redwood Forest, I hate that level, San Francisco, US 101, and Washington, D.C. to end it. One of the best things about the way Cruisn USA subs to tracks is that the start of track to the end of the next track and continues on, each one does connect. Each one goes across the United States, and yeah, fine, sometimes they reuse assets, but each level feels distinct. Each level has a part of it where you can go, man, that's fucking annoying. Man, that's really irritating. Man, I wish I wasn't playing on the freaking Redwood level because the track is so small. But that's just me, okay? Just like me, you're wondering, what type of vehicles do they actually have? What they have is a muscle car, La Bamba, Italia P69, Devastator 6, and also a couple of hidden ones, which is going to be the school bus, police car, and Jeep. Honestly, Jeep is my favorite because you can kind of ride on the dirt side and it doesn't slow you as much because it's all-terrain vehicle. I mean, that's what they call it. Vehicles also have an upgrade version of them. You can easily add it for each difficulty level that you beat, and each car that you unlock is a lot faster than the last. That's pretty much the only way to climb the ladder. But in all truth, if you happen to see this in an arcade, please play it. This game is excellent. It holds up, at least in my opinion, and the variety of the tracks and the cars they have make it worth the 50 cents. Unless your arcade's trying to rip you off, it's worth it. And above all, I mean, there are also the sequels going on. And honestly, some of my biggest thoughts is, what will the follow-ups be like?